Hi, I am Ola. In this video, I am going to paint this watercolor bird with you. For this painting, I am using 5 main colors: raw sienna, burnt sienna, sepia, phthalo blue, and Paynes Grey. For the face, I want to keep the paints pretty detailed. As for the body, I want to loosen up a little bit and have it more expressive. I'm gonna start off using a size 0 round brush. I'm going to dip the brush in Paynes Grey color and then outline around the beak and the face of the bird. After outlining this area, I'm going to take the same brush dipped in clean water to blend out the line. Here I am starting out using the raw sienna paint. Remember, we need to stay in control while we're painting the face. Then I'll allow the paint to dry. Now I'm gonna be filling the face with a highly saturated amount of Paynes Grey. Then I'll be using the same brush dipped in clean water to blend out the area. Now I'll be working on the eye. I'm going to start off using my size 0 round brush. I have the brush dipped in phthalo blue light wash. While painting the eye, I'm going to make sure to leave a highlight. Now I'll be painting the body. To loosen up, I'll be moving to a larger brush and also I'll be using more water. Here I'm starting out using a very light wash of raw sienna and a size 10 brush. It's basically water with a very little amount of paint. If you don't have a brush with a very sharp tip, you can switch to a smaller brush to control the edges. And now I'll be adding a little bit of burnt sienna I'm adding a little splash of water. Here I am adding only clean water. And a little bit of raw sienna. Now I'll be painting the second layer. Here I'm using raw sienna with a size 0 round brush. Then I'll be adding burnt sienna paint. Here I'll be adding just clean water. For the body of the bird, I'm not going to be painting every detail. Now I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt to add a nice texture to the painting. I am adding Paynes Grey wash to some areas as a shadow. While the paint is still wet, I'll be using a smaller brush to pull out some of the paint to create some small feathers. I'm adding burnt sienna, then I'll allow the paint to dry. Now I'll be adding shadow to the neck using Paynes Grey paint and a size 0 brush. With a size 10 brush and sepia, I'll be adding some large feathers. Now I'm adding burnt sienna and Paynes Grey feathers. Now I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt, then I'll allow the paint to dry. Here I'll be adding clean water and then a little bit of sepia. Now using a small brush to paint the legs. A few final details and it's all done. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please consider subscribing and follow me on Instagram. Bye!